I have seen both the 1984 Dune movie as well as the Dune and Children of Dune series and have a vague memory of reading the first novel by Frank Herbert, so I knew pretty much what was going to happen in the newest Dune movie by Denis Villeneuve. Though after a year of speculation whether or not the source material would be treated with respect, as we have seen many older franchises fall under the weight of political correctness and other agendas, I'm happy to say, however, that the 2021 Dune movie, at least the first part, is no disappointment. The story progresses as I've seen before. We follow Paul Atreides, a scrawny but gifted young man who is part of one of the largest houses of the universe, House Atreides. They are sent to a desert planet called Arrakis to mine the spice, but end up being dealt a bad hand, to say the least. Dune is a classic science fiction story from 1965, and it shows, but the tale itself is timeless, and you can see many similarities with real life, such as drug trade, imperialism, the Afghan people, religion, and, hopefully in the sequel, the jihad. And that's where a new worry pops up for me. Apparently the wise corporate heads of Warner Brothers have not greenlit the sequel yet, which is even more dumb if you know that the ending of this movie, no spoilers, is an open ending, mainly because it stops about halfway the actual storyline. That means that if this movie does not become a success in these so-called post-COVID times, that the remainder of the story might not come to pass. Regardless, Villeneuve's Dune is a visually compelling movie with some quite decent actors. Zendaya and Momoa pop out the most for being themselves in another costume, but they don't carry the movie anyways, so that's not a big deal. The film, despite its weighty source material, does not bore, as there is always something to keep your interest. Whether it be the visuals, the action, the intrigue, or the science fiction aspects of it. As it stands, Dune 2021 is a movie worth watching, but one that doesn't get elevated to something that is epic. It's a story that has been told many times, and this is merely an iteration of it. A version for the younger generations to enjoy without destroying the source material, and one for us older generations to have a pleasant evening where we can see the first part of an epic story in a new coat. Oh, and Warner Brothers, just make the sequel already, will ya? With shit like Star Trek Discovery being greenlit extra seasons even though the viewer and review numbers are low, you should already have been filming Children of Dune. We will never see the full 21 novels in the Dune series most likely, but at least try. Come on fellas, the spice must flow. Check that.